Alright everybody, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody is doing just fine. Yeah, so I just dropped the lightning build, well, the lightning showcase. I'm gonna make a build on this as well. You can check it out, it's on my channel. I have a Midas build on there as well. And today we're gonna cover Dragon. Now, sadly, we're not as far into the updates yet that we can really get into the Draconic Eruption at 175. You know, the Dragon's Eye. Well, these two are very hard to get. This is why I have to keep them out, because it would take just hours and hours and hours of grinding to get even close. I think I got my Midas on like 110, and that was just really ever since I've been playing it. So we're not that far deep into the game yet that unlocking these is going to be really easy, or you know, at least a little bit of a grind. So Dragon is going to be the first three, and I can only judge these elements by that. Now I'm going to tell you one thing. Dragon is good. It's different. It's a different playstyle. You can definitely shift lock on this, like there was for Midas. You know, Midas is probably one of the best beginner builds in the entire game. Became from epic to a legendary now. But today is all about Dragon's Breath, and we're gonna first look at the damages that we can do with it. I got it to 70 now. You know, I'm probably gonna go a little bit higher. I'm gonna run the latest one that I can run, which is the Snow Castle, which is easy. I'm gonna run that. And then we're going to check it out and see how good it actually stacks up. Now, I personally think, just by my first glimpses of it, I believe that Dragon should actually become epic, and legendary should become lightning should become legendary, sorry. And yeah, we'll see how these things will play out, but I already predicted that Midas is going to go up, so let's see. Alright, so the first attack that we have is the Dragon's Breath, which I think is quite tough to deal with because it's a close combat skill. What you do is you hold down the key, and then you see that all of this is going up, and you will just do that the entire time. And it did about 10k damage, which isn't bad at all, actually. But you are going to be face first against the enemy. So if you're going to fight against the boss killer, like if against the boss, he's going to be in your face and you're going to take some damage. Now, I do have the feeling that Dragon is going to make you a little bit more tankier. I don't know if that's just the feel of the playstyle that I have, or if these skills, or if the element in general is actually going to make you a little bit tougher than you seem. But yeah, the Dragon's Breath is pretty good. You can group up quite a few mobs here. I personally believe Dash V2 is a must-have with Dragon's Breath, because otherwise you have really difficulties getting around and also trying to dodge players, because, not players, sorry, mobs, because you have to do that eventually, because you're not going to be able to tank everything, at least not in the higher stages. So yeah, Dragon Breath, you try to get many people together, and then you're going to just dish out the Fire Breath and do some damage. The second skill, which is called Dragon Horns, which also has a very big area of effect. You can see it shoots out these spikes. Now, I don't know if it is actually better to actually jump up, because that is the first skill that lets you levitate, and then do it like that, because that seems to be like a bigger, like, I don't know, just a bigger impact. Now, you can't do it with Dragon's Breath, so if you hold down the attack and you jump, it doesn't freeze you in midair, which is pretty bad, because even attacks like fire, they do that. But the good thing about it is that it's mobile. I think it's one of the only attacks that's really mobile in the game. We do have Bubble from from Angel that kind of heals you, but in this case, you know, I don't know, it's kind of mobile, but not really. I mean, you can just run this. It would be nice if this would get a damage boost and a speed boost, even though they already did boost Dragon, and I just believe that it will fall off flat when you compare them to the big hitters like Lightning and the Midas build, the Angel one. So anyways, let's get into it. And then we have the Acidic Spit, which I think is better to play like this. So it's a little bit of a hybrid. What you can do is this with shift lock, and then you're gonna go out of this. I mean, you can still use it, then you go out of it, and then you can use the Acidic Spit, which eventually is gonna look like that, and it does pretty decent damage. You can see area of effect again, target is being hit, but I think you can see that this is not even a 10k hit, and I don't know, man. I would have hoped that that would have been a little bit more, because if we're using the Dragon's Breath right now, we're doing much more damage because there's just more targeted. So we're on 11k right now, and when we're using the Acidic Spit, which still targets like everyone around it, I mean, if it would heal me or something, I would say it's good the way it is, but that damage definitely falls flat in my eyes. So let's go into a lobby here. Let's do the Snow Castle, the hardest part that I have, and then we're gonna do a solo run, obviously. And yeah, dragon is good. It's just different, man. It's a different playstyle. I think there are better ones. I'm gonna make a tier list on this channel. This is my first tier list, and I'm really excited about making the tier list because I just like tier lists. But I do have to test 2 other elements, which is air and water, so I can properly place them into it. So I'll do that. And I'm also gonna make a showcase on every single element there is in the game, everybody. So make sure to just follow that. What is that? Is that actually a cave I can go into? No. Okay, so we're gonna start off with that. Now, what I noticed with dragon as well, it's really falling flat against bosses. I already told you that, but I think the clearing is actually pretty good. So what we can do here is we can just like run around here, get them all into a nice circle, and then we can just like all burn them up. And you can see they get destroyed pretty quick. And same goes for the R ability. The nice thing about it is the cooldown isn't too high, so we can almost immediately cast it again. We can get these 4 groups here of people in here, and then we're gonna start casting it. I do believe that the defense is going up a little bit when I'm using this because I'm not losing too much HP, but it's also maybe because of my build currently, because I'm kind of like trying to stack defense to 50 very soon. Anyways, yeah, so that is what I'm kind of like stuck with here right now. You are pretty good at like clearing it. Running fast is okay, I guess. The damage of the spikes are okay. Again, the acidic spit is okay. I want to see how good that is against the boss. I actually do believe that the dragon's breath is actually a little bit better than the dragon horns, if you ask me. But there's nothing that we can really do. Like, let me see how far the acidic spit goes. Okay, so that one actually goes very far, so that's pretty good. The cooldown is fine as well. Wait, where's the latest? Where's the last one? I can't see it right now. Hello, sir. Let's go around here. Am I stupid? Where is it? You know, I actually did a video on... Oh, there it is. Sometimes they're invisible to me, like it's unreal. Okay, so let's use the acidic spit again on a target like that. Let's see if we can... Wait, what do I need to do? C? Press C. Hello, sir. Let's do it. Acidic spit. Yeah, I mean, it slows the Did it slow the target? I don't even know, man. Like, didn't really look too good here, to be honest. Like, if we use, you know, lightning on mastery 70 to 80, that would have it would have obliterated. Oh man, yeah, it's my skill of that. Let me see. It doesn't heal as far as I believe. Does it heal or anything? No, it doesn't. Okay, sadly, it doesn't. Because the issue with this is that what you basically could do is you can do this, and then you cast the acidic spit on yourself. But again, you do have to tank, and you can see the damage isn't really... It's kind of falling flat here a little bit, if you ask me. It's not... Probably not what it really seems like. I understand it wants to be something, but it kind of isn't. It feels like it is just falling flat. So the only really good thing I really say is the dragon's breath. It's actually quite good. I think this one's quite... I don't know, man. It's okay, but it's not necessarily giving me the wow effect, the wowzer effect. You know, I'm looking for that every time I look for a legendary. I mean, dragon. It sounds so majestic and so strong, and then it kind of falls flat just a little bit, if you ask me. I mean, obviously, if you combine all of these elements, yes, you do. You do make some damage, but there's not a lot of defense. You have to kind of really go for a different build here to make this thing truly works. That's at least what I believe. So for 70, mastery 70, it feels really weak. I have to honestly be very, very honest about this. So it does feel very weak, especially also with the dragon horns. They're kind of like getting stuck there, but I don't know if they're not really getting damage over time. It's like a one-time hit and that's it. So it's not like they get like an impale effect or something that is being applied. It's not really doing that. So we have to see how this will eventually play out. I mean, it does fairly decent damage. I mean, 146s is not too bad. But let me tell you this is going to take some time now, because this target moves like everything moves in this game, and you're kind of like really having issues here doing the damage that you really want to do. And as you can see, it takes quite a while to get something like this down, that something like Midas or Lightning am instantly taken care of. So out of the legendary ones, I think right now Dragon might be the weakest. They already applied a buff to it, and I can't really feel it, I have to say, but I don't know how it was before, so I can't really judge it based on that. The only thing that I can tell you right now is when you compare it to Lightning, for example, this one is just feeling really weak. And I really hope that Lightning is not going to get nerfed here. I really hope that Dragon is going to get buffed, because Midas, Angel, so to speak, Angel is actually also much better. When it comes to damage, you can heal your teammates with it. There's so many cool things that it actually has, and sometimes it actually miscasts as well. So yeah, it's an interesting build. It's an interesting oh, I missed that one. It's an interesting element, so to speak. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's definitely better than ice. It's definitely better than fire. It's definitely better than air. It's definitely better than all of these things, you know. But I think it's definitely not a top contender for the top. Oh my god. For the top, like when we're gonna do this, you know, when I'm gonna do the whatever it's called, the tier list, right? Like I said, the Dragon Breath, really good, very promising, very cool attack, but oh my god, it really does need an overhaul. It really does need an overhaul. As you can see here, already lost quite a little bit of HP trying to damage the boss here. Lightning would have already killed the boss, and you're like not really fast on the feet. There's no impale effect. You're still like, look at the damage. Like, it's not good. It's not good. It's actually pretty bad, to be honest. And anybody that is fully committing to Dragon and leveling Dragon has my full respect, because it feels very flat, very slow. It's just, I don't know, it's just not good. It just feels like it needs a gigantic overhaul. It really does, because you are going face first into the mobs, you know, and you're really trying to go toe-to-toe with bosses and everything, and there's nothing much positive to say about Dragon other than that. Now, maybe Dragon's Eye and Draconic Eruption might be insane skills, and it might change the whole thing I view this, but getting to 125 or 175 is very, very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. It's not easy. So, yeah, that's basically my opinion on Dragon. Like I said, it's not the worst. I would place it at, you know, rank 3, maybe, the top 3. It's definitely in the top 3, but it's definitely something that I wouldn't necessarily, you know, use my pity on again or something like that, if you understand what I'm saying. Now, if it gets an overhaul again for the next update, we might actually look back into it and check it out. But as of right now, I'm actually going to switch back to Lightning. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the other side, my friends. Peace out.